DC News, it's inevitable.
I tried to teach you how to handle comics in the 6th grade, but oh no, you wanted to play Little League instead.
DC News, episode 52, Arctic Apples.
Hey folks, how you doing? Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video outhouse. It's time for
DC News.
It's a tear-stained edition of DC News
For at least 80 people,
which is coming to you from Alternate Reality right
DC,
there, which is located. It's located in the intersection of 111th and Kedzie, beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood. Alternate Reality are all new comics, including DC Comics, including Wildstorm Comics, at least through December, are all 15% off every day for everyone. And in case you've been living under a rock, Wildstorm Comics is
no more
dead.
No
DC has put the bullet in the back of its head, along with Zuda, but we'll get to that in a few minutes. But DC Comics has shut down Wildstorm. They're going to fold what few titles they want to keep into the DC universe.
Actually, it's not a few. It's not really a few. This is what's going to be kind of weird about all this.
Okay, well, Wildstorm, just for the to get the fan geek stuff out of the way, Wildstorm has been Earth 51 in the DC universe since Infinite Crisis. So it has always been on the big chart of DC Earths on the wall as Earth number 51. So rotating it into the DCU won't be that hard. But go ahead.
All Wildstorm Universe titles will end in December. The previous catalog that comes out on Wednesday,
yeah, the new one.
That'll be the last time you see the Wildstorm banner. The banner will no longer exist. It'll no longer be an imprint. All the licensed titles they do, the video game books, and the kids' comics will be published under the DC banner.
Well, they don't really do any kids' comics, but
but all the video game stuff will be going
that
through, which is actually kind of weird because
Ratchet and Clank sort of is
Ratchet and Clank. The only resolved question at this point is Astro City is actually owned by Kurt Busiek. They don't know if that's going to be a DC title or not. Busiek has been approached since then. He says as far as he knows, the book goes on as is, but you're assuming it's going to have a DCU banner on it.
Yeah.
But the Wildstorm banner and all the people who worked for the Wildstorm company in La Jolla, California, they're all going to be working for DC Digital and working in the new and improved whenever they actually buy the building in Burbank, California.
Okay. So Wildstorm is no more. I have many feelings about this, which we will probably be discussing in Week in Review. But
oh yeah, we'll be discussing this.
But
oh yeah.
After December, Wildstorm will go the way of Helix and Paradox and Zuda.
And Zuda,
which no longer exists either. It sort of was hanging on life support. We did a story about Zuda a while back about how the publishing part of it they were shutting down, but they're going to keep the digital online part, but they ain't doing that anymore either.
Effective immediately, as means the moment that they announced that Wildstorm was going away, Zuda's dead, all gone. Any material that happened to be bought and paid for by DC will be published under the DC banner. We're assuming this will be part of DC's digital program, although they haven't really been specific about that. But Zuda, Wildstorm actually gets to exist until December. The people of Zuda were told to get the hell out of the building the moment they made the announcement. Hi, how you doing? See ya, bye.
Okay, with all this stuff that's going on, DC has effectively split themselves in two. There's a East Coast branch, which has always been there, and the West Coast branch, which was Wildstorm, has now become the West Coast offices of DC.
Yeah, DC Entertainment is going to be set up like this. This will all be completely finished by the end of 2011. Publishing, the comic part of the company, will be remaining in New York City. Any other non-DC Universe business related to the development of production of feature films, TV, digital media, video games, consumer products such as DC Direct, all DC Direct products after this starts will be related to specific DC stuff only. No offshoots, no movie tie-ins, none of that stuff after they take over.
So the World of Warcraft line of action figures is
gone. All the company's administrative functions, which is about as vague as you get, will be based in Burbank, California, in a building which the people at Warner's haven't bought yet. On Friday, DC announced the letting go of 80 people.
Yeah.
All of them got their notices on Friday. The people who
that's a big chunk. The word all this week was it was going to be probably around 50.
It went up to 80.
80's almost, it's not double that, but it's another 50% at least or something.
Yeah, all the digital folk who were working in the New York part of the DC universe, those people all decided they work for Comixology and Marvel. They've already got new jobs. The people from DC Direct who were doing regular stuff around the office, they've been given an option to move to Burbank, California. There have been 3 editors let go at Vertigo, and all 3 of those editors, as far as I can tell from what I've been reading, they'll be working for Marvel as of Monday. And when they go over there, they're supposedly taking creators with them.
Yeah.
There are still a couple people who are still hanging in limbo, like Bob Wayne, whose position no longer exists anymore. But they will be adding a new position, a DC Comics executive editor.
Okay.
But basically, everything comic related will be taking place in New York. Everything non-comic related, as far as print media is concerned, takes place in Burbank, California.
Okay. The last story we have is an actual comic book story, which is not related to any of these other things, but it's an extra story we have, and we're got to put it someplace. This character, Lar Freeze, is getting a Christmas special. Hey, Merry Christmas.
Jeff Johns has been teasing this for a while. It's become official. The previous catalog will have Jeff Johns and Brett Booth doing a Lar Freeze Christmas special, which has Lar Freeze not believing in Santa Claus and Green Lantern trying to explain that Santa Claus exists.
It's an alien.
He screams Christmas.
Johns has a plan on doing holiday specials with a bunch of Green Lantern characters. You're also going to see a Green Lantern, Plastic Man, Weapons of Mass Deception one-shot from Marv Wolfman and Brent Anderson to tie in with the upcoming Green Lantern film. But those are like one-shots coming out in December.
Okay. That sounds great.
Does he throw up, by the way?
No, that's the red one.
Oh, okay.
That's the red one. So that's it. We're done. We're finished. We're out of here. We have no more DC news. That was plenty, believe me. We have no more DC news.
Devastating anyway.
But you can go to the store's website and check out all the DC news that this guy sends me and that I post up there. And where's the store's website at, Bo?
Sarah knows.
www.morealternatereality.com. It's #1 with computer illiterates.
So stop off at the store's website and check out all the news that he sends me. News that he sends me.
I never send my notes through the
He
email.
never
It's not
sends his,
possible.
no. This always stays at the end of his
Stays
face.
in my notes.
Till next time, though, this is Comic Book Man
And Bo with my nose.
saying, "We love you, Wildstorm." Bye.
No, we don't. Quit lying.
The alternate reality hero of the month this month is Wolverine. That's right. The man who's the best he is at what he does is going to be 25% off all month long here at Alternate Reality. All of his soft covers, all of his hard covers, all of his essentials. Every Wolverine trade paperback in the place is 25% off all month long. And our Hero of the Week sale, which is every week, will feature Wolverine all month long. So there'll be a bunch of Wolverine comic books that'll be $1 each all month long here at Alternate Reality. So like Wolverine, we're the best we are at what we do, and that's save you money.
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.